harus ambil jalur ke kanan. Oke. Kita nggak mau payung.
Just like that, and then when they do the right thing, they get their reward. There we go. So I think he was a little bit rusty the first time, but he understands exactly what he needs to do to get his reward now. This might seem like a bit of a random behaviour, but if you can imagine if we had a large pool or...
Very impressive. Yeah, you can give him a big round of applause. He's very cute and doing very well. Now, I did say that Abel is a native species, and that's the long-nosed fur seal, also known as the New Zealand fur seal. And they were first found over in New Zealand, which is how they got the name New Zealand fur seal, but there's actually more of them over here in Australian waters than the most common seal species that you'll see here in Sydney. Down on cue. Now, this might seem like a pretty... and roll over as well. These might seem like really simple and easy behaviours, but these are actually really vulnerable positions for our seals to be in. This way we can go around and give them full body checks. We can get close up to things like bumps or scratches that are maybe a little bit harder to see normally. But also as we're moving around, we'll touch them all over. And if we see them flinch or look uncomfortable in a certain spot, it might be that there's something happening inside that we have to get a closer look at. Now that's when we can get them to lie down and roll over on cue for things like x-rays, ultrasounds, and also CT scans. Now we've got a few breeding programs here at the zoo with our seals. So it's really important that if our females are ever pregnant and we want to check up on them, it's really good to have this lie down and roll over behaviour so we can get ultrasounds to make sure both mum and pup are doing well throughout pregnancy. Now, you may also notice that he has a really impressive bump on his head. That's called a sagittal crest, and it's what the male California sea lions get as they reach maturity. So it's a sign to the females that he is ready for breeding. Now Murphy is out here to show you all the life of a seal, a lot more of those natural behaviours that we'll see our seal species doing throughout their day, both on land and in the water. So the first few are some of those land behaviours. Our seals spend a lot of time up on land to rest and sleep, but they also groom a lot up on land. So they have 3 nails on their rear flippers, which they can use to reach almost every part of their body to give themselves a scratch. They also use their front flippers to give themselves a scratch, but more importantly, they do this when they're molting their fur throughout the year. Now heading into the water for some of those water behaviours. Another form of thermoregulation, this time sticking out the rear flippers, just like we saw Cisco doing earlier with his front flippers. Now also using those front flippers for another grooming behaviour, this time it's to wash those whiskers. Eating seafood and fish all day every day means that a lot of stuff can get stuck in those whiskers, so they groom those properly, otherwise if that was to build up, it could cause an infection and potentially harm the seals. Now again, this porpoising behaviour. Now listening closely, and every time Murphy leaves the water, you can hear him catch a quick breath of fresh air. Now they can reach speeds of up to 40 kilometres per hour during this porpoising behaviour. Again, like I said, it's really important when they're chasing down prey. And our seals have a lot of different adaptations to help them hunt out there in the wild. But being such a smart species, they're starting to realise that if they find a big fishing net or big fishing trawlers, they're starting to realise that if they manoeuvre and manipulate that netting around, just like this, they can quite often get a really cheap and easy meal without having to do much hunting or much work at all. So just like this, they'll play with bits of netting or even bits of plastic debris that might have other fish and animals stuck in them. And a lot of the time that can be a really great payoff for them, and they can get a whole lot of fish in one go. But of course, if they're to manoeuvre and manipulate that netting around in the wrong way, it can get stuck around their necks or their flippers. And as they grow, the netting doesn't grow with them. It's becoming more and more common for marine animals all over the world to be found washed up with bits of netting or plastic debris stuck around their necks, flippers, and for marine birds around their wings as well. And it's not always a happy ending. Luckily, Murphy's
So
got Jake
sweet.
to get him out of this one. But life for a seal out there isn't always easy, and human impacts are one of their biggest challenges. I think Murphy did a great job of demonstrating how seals are harmed out there in the wild. What do you guys think? Did a great job.
Yay!
Now you may have noticed just how easily our seals catch their fish when we throw it to them, and that's because of their impressive whiskers that help with the sense of touch. So Murph, let's give everyone a closer look. Not that one. Alright, let's try that one again. You're going to give everyone a close look of your whiskers, mate. There we go. Alright, so on the count of 3, if you watch his nose really closely, everybody shout out whiskers. 1, 2, 3.
Yay!
Nice, Murph. At the end of each whisker is a really sensitive nerve ending, and that's what helps our seals find fish in dark and murky waters, or if they're ever hunting at night. Now Murphy is the largest seal that we have here at Seals for the Wild. He is weighing in just over 200 kilos. That means he needs a lot of fish to survive, and at the moment his diet is about 14 kilos of fish that he's eating every single day. But what happens when all that seafood runs out? Unfortunately, we are overfishing our oceans, and it's making it harder for marine life all over the world, like our seals, to find their food. So Murphy's going to head down to the side of the pool with Keeper Jake to see if he's left any fish in this water. Alright Murph, just a quick look today.
The skin is very,
Okay
right?
Murphy, was there anything down there? No. But is there something that we can all do to help out at home? That's a very loud yes. Your choices matter. The next time you're shopping for seafood, ask for MSC. When you buy seafood with the MSC blue fish tick that's just on the wharf there, it means the fisheries that you're buying from help protect fish stocks, jobs, and the environment. So ask for MSC. Which one, Murph? That one there. And by doing so, you're ensuring a future for Murphy's wild cousins, and in turn, making him a really happy seal. So let's see that happy face. Very handsome Murphy. You've done a great job in telling us that we can all help out at home. Please don't quickly wave goodbye. Put your heads off stage. Thank you very much, Murphy, and of course.
Hunting tadi guys, jas hujan. Nah, ini harga-harganya guys. Tuh. Jadi kita beli 3 raincoatnya. Tadi kita beli di atas, sudah habis. Yang Mbak Abinya belilah. Jadi sekarang cari Mbak Abinya di sini. Yang mencari topi kupluk juga tuh. Pas. Bikin bakso 1 bang, habis bang. Wah, pas pada hujan-hujannya kayak bikin bakso udah habis. Gimana sih abang? Tahu kupatnya oh bang, tahu kupatnya bang, masih ada nggak bang? Why Kambas motor garage? Ya bocor ya Bu ya. Ini Bu, ini buat tampal bannya Bu. Tuh. Ada keteng-ketengan minyak juga. Ya Allah, kok persis banget sih. And we find that. Oh, the other side. You look like a chimpanzee. Standing now? What are you looking for? Are you seeing something? Hi! So cute. So many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What are you seeing, guys? What are you seeing? Is danger thing? Huh? smelling the good taste, you know. We are still looking for what is source food. So many people there. Take a line. Maybe in the Samaras food truck is the Lebanese food. Smell from that one. Let's try that one. Terasa. Yeah.
No, brother. Oh, sorry. It's on a Coke. How much is the Coke? $4.50.
والله ما عندي بس يصير
Have you got a plastic bag at all?
لا والله ما ولا بس